Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering. It's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I break the wheel, I begin to feel I know I've been hurt. A white knuckle ride. You got a fix for me, you know what I need. Oh, it's a breakneck speed. Might as well enjoy the ride. The yellow round explodes.
When this race is over with, we will crown a champion as we've reached our final race of season number 7 in this Velocity Online Racing IndyCar Series presented by the Captain Esports Network, as we welcome you into Long Beach, California, the LBC, the 213, whatever you want to call it. It is the host site for the final round of the VOR IndyCar Series as we get ready to rock and roll. It's going to be a fantastic race on this road course, of course, infamous for the hairpin turn. It's a fast course. It's a technical course. It is one that you need a lot of rhythm to survive. And we have a very tight battle in the championship race. And of course, there might be some viewers wondering where the Pocono race is. And I just want to go ahead and get that caught up real quick with everyone. If you hear my voice, you notice I don't sound like me. That is, yeah, I'm a little under the weather here, but wanted to cover the Pocono race earlier today, and just started feeling really terrible. So after some relax and rest and eating and drinking, just trying to get myself back up to par, we're here, we're good, and we're going to get through this 55-lap race here and crown ourselves a champion in the Velocity Online Racing IndyCar Series. That's not the button I was trying to hit. That's the button I was trying to hit. This is the 1.95 mile Long Beach Raceway Long Beach Grand Prix. 68 degrees, overcast. Sun's trying to break out a little bit. 42% humidity under cloudy skies with 7 miles an hour wind. This is one of those weird ones because usually I show you where the track is, but on a normal day, the track at Long Beach is the city. So we're just going to show you where apparently the Grand Prix Association of Long Beach resides apparently in the city. So as we jump over to Google Earth, here we come. The track is actually, as I about pull the whole screen off, it's actually, I had it marked off a little bit ago. Up here on the, you can see right there, there's the water aquarium. This is the front straightaway right here. And should be a lot of fun. There's turn 1. There's the fountain. Basically, if you were looking to assess the racetrack, there's turn 3, turn 4. Come back down this road right here. And you turn left down here. And you come down this little road here. And I think you turn right here. And you come down this little road right here. You go under these things here. Hey, look at this. I might pull this off. Yep, turn right here. Turn left right here. Turn left. Hey, the track's here, actually. And then you got this really big hairpin right here that you take back to the front straightaway. So that's the track right there for you. If you were traveling through Long Beach. So let's take a look at the point standings as we go into this final race. Thomas Geisler leads it by 3 over Jesper Omen. Obviously, Jesper did win the Pocono race. So he won another leg of the Triple Crown for the VOR IndyCar Series. So congratulations to him on that. He leads trails Thomas Geisler by 3 points. Julian Altina is third. Nick Sudik, Matthias Kraus, and AJ Musselman getting ready for this 12-car field that's going to go racing here and put on a pretty good show when it is all said and done as they're getting ready to wrap up their laps. Speaking of Season 8, that schedule has been put out. And I know we're going to work on, I'm going to get with Julian because I try to help him in this league and getting everything put together and stuff. And heck, we've both been busy. And as you hear today, I'm not I'm down a cylinder or two. But anyways, Homestead Miami Speedway Race 1, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Circuit of the Americas, Iowa Speedway, Red Bull Ring, Indianapolis, twice actually going to run the road course and in the Speedway. Milwaukee Mile, Talladega, Pocono, Long Beach, and Auto Club will finish it out. The third of the Triple Crown events coming up here next season. So we've got ourselves a pretty good schedule here for season number 8. And I believe all but 2 of them have been on the Captain Esports Network. And I believe 1 car is still waiting to finish qualifying. Everybody is done. It's always tricky on a road course because the cars, like, you have to wait for everybody to actually cross the line. There's a roller coaster you will never see me on. All right, looks like we will grid here. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the final round here of this VOR IndyCar series. There we go. Bruno Miranda, we're going to talk about him a little bit here. He starts on the pole alongside Jesper Oman. Jesper looking to win a championship here this afternoon. Julian Altina, who is racing on my laptop from my girlfriend's house. I can see where this is going to go. Craig Forsyth starting 4th. Dan Morera, Cesar Cabral in row number 3. Thomas Geisler could also win the championship this afternoon. We'll watch him in the 7th position alongside Patrick Kraus. Sebastian Kinder, Josh Tucker will take row number 5. Row 6, Sven Von Cannell and Jim Herrick, the 12 starters in this Long Beach Grand Prix. Again, 12 drivers ready to rock and roll on the track. And it's going to be a quick lap because this is one of the circuits on iRacing. They actually do a shorter pace lap. So they're literally going to have 3 turns. And then we'll be at the green flag of this race. 80% fuel. And you do have to run both sets of tires. There's the alternate red tires, of course, that have more grip than the prime black wall tires. And basically, you have to run each one throughout this race. I got a face for radio, too. But either way, you got to do both strategies, and it's going to be interesting because a lot of things I'm hearing about in this race is with the cloud cover and with it being 68 degrees, the tires are taking a little bit to get up to temp, and we're seeing a lot of cars maybe bottoming out under braking and also not getting enough grip out of the wheels. And we do have a couple cars apparently starting on pit road here. Thomas Geisler and Patrick Kraus. So that's the points leader that is going to start on pit road. Very interesting strategy. I'm guessing this is a fuel mileage thing. All right, through the hairpin. Those 2 guys are very brave. So is that photographer. They will double up really quickly in the final race of season number 7, the Long Beach Grand Prix for VOR Green from California. Of course, our cameras presented by TrackCams22.com, the realest cameras you will find in any sim racing for real life photography and video and stuff like that. You can check them out online at TrackCams22.com. They're also on Facebook and also on the iRacing forums. All right, so Thomas Geisler has not left pit road yet. Oh, I'm sorry, he just left pit road. There he is. So he just left pit road, so he's getting going. Pretty much, I guess you could joke around and say giving everybody a head start. The left-hander through this very tough turn 5 down the back straightaway. And got some issues already for a couple drivers. Patrick Kraus in the Nickelodeon number 88 has had some issues as he's out there just trying to run some laps. And then Sven Von Cannell, he just had a spin over in the turn 9 area. Oh, no, sorry, that's turn 5 over there. And Bruno Miranda is going to lead lap 1. Oman second. Forsyth, Altena, Cabral, Morera, Tucker, Kinder, Herrick, Von Cannell, Krausen, and Thomas Geisler. Wait a minute, did Geisler? Okay, he's still on the track. It just hadn't updated yet. Geisler's not a lap down. It just has not updated. Bruno's already pulled away to a 2.4 second lead over Jesper. Got Craig Forsyth there behind him. You see Forsyth, the 40 Racewear team, looking back. Oh, and he locks it up. Kind of goosed it a little bit. Those cold tires he sees on the primes. The black sidewall. Caesar Cabral there in the 39 car. One of my favorite views in this is this rear view, because you get to see like the exhaust coming off the car here. So people are asking why, what am I doing broadcasting? Here's the deal. Think of it, Jesper? Oh, thought he had some issues here in the Indy Alliance car. Of course, they're going to win the team championship by a long amount. Here's the deal. I have a race to run tonight. And it's kind of like going to school. When you miss school, and all of a sudden you tell Mom, I feel better. Can I go to work, or can I go out and play, Mom? I mean, that's kind of basically what I'm doing here. So it's like, well, let me broadcast this league and go from there. And then all of a sudden, bam, we got the racing stuff for tonight. So Miranda out 3.3 right now over Omen, and then Julian Altena has already made it 3 laps. He's halfway to his predicted total. Caesar putting all types of pressure on Julian. Makes Julian feel any better. I've raced on a laptop myself. Back in my beginning heydays of iRacing, I decided to race on a laptop. I actually did it without a cable for a little bit. I did wireless, and I learned really quickly that is not a good idea. Down the back straightaway, these guys do have push to pass also, which is 10 of those they get to use. Only one person's used one so far, and it's Cabral. But basically what that does is it gives you a boost of horsepower down a straightaway if you want to execute a pass or if you want to defend your position. That's what that is for. But so far, the top 4 in this race all on alternate tires. Everybody else on the primes except for Patrick Kraus, who is on the alternates down in the 12th position right now. As we're already a 10th in. Josh Tucker. This guy and I had a little chat during practice and stuff. I believe he's born in America, but he lives in Iberia. And he is part of that Let's Race team. And he said he has gotten really, really comfortable in this IndyCar. And which is really cool to see, because it does take some work to learn this car. I by far have not gotten this car down, though I enjoy driving it. But the cool part on his part is he feels really good about this track at Long Beach. He was up there running top 2 times throughout practice, and here he is, has already moved up from the 10th position to 6th. And he's only 4/10 right behind Dan Morera. Good fight back here with Forsyth and Kinder. See Craig in that 40 Racewear car, as I talked about a little bit ago before he went for a little spin. 40 Racewear, pretty cool deal that Jim Herrick has, that you have a chance to purchase things like racing shoes, and I'm not talking about like racing shoes of actual cars. I mean racing shoes online, like for sim racing, and then also gloves and stuff like that. So it's a really good deal there. You can check out at 40racewear.com. Craig poking the nose out there a little bit. Very smart racecraft on his part. Man's had so many health issues when it comes to lower parts of his body, like the legs and feet and stuff like that, that he's had his struggles, but he's had his great runs in other series, and super good guy to talk to. Knows his open wheel stuff really well. And you'll always notice that he has that Forsyth Players colors on that car. Of course, in memory of Greg Moore. Oh, and Forsyth just wrecked. Turn one. There's the broadcaster's curse for you, Scala. Good job. What in the world did I do wrong here? Goes to make a pass on Kinder and just sends it in too deep and too shallow. The back end comes around. It smacks the turn one wall. Very easy to do at this track. As we go back live here and you see Julian Alton is still trying to hold off Cabrel. On iRacing, this track is very notorious for survival. You run a lot of races in here and you'll notice that like 20 cars will start and like 8 will finish. And it's such a technical track. It's a bumpy course. It's got so many features on it that you think you're hitting your marks and you realize that you messed up and you've either overdriven a corner or you spin out and hit a wall, or I mean, this corner right here in particular, just like that. Cabrel just center punched the outside wall at turn 5. It was like right on cue. And I'm sorry, I think that was not Cable. That was actually Josh Tucker that hit that wall. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put Cable under the bus there. It was actually Josh Tucker that punched that wall over there in the tire. So you know he's gonna be very disappointed in his efforts. He'll get to pit road and get that car fixed. But I just literally talked a little bit ago about how Josh loves his track, and he just made a mistake, and bam, into the wall he goes. It's this battle for second. We'll say, who just spun over in turn 1? Or is that the Nickelodeon car? Okay, yes. So 3 cars off the track right now with Tucker, Forsyth, and Cannell. Von Cannell, that is. And Patrick Krause is still out there just logging laps right now. All the way up to about 175 miles an hour to turn 1 here. All the way down to about second gear. Some might use first. You go around this fountain, you're in first right here. Turn 3 and 4. Down to the left-hander here. I try to name the roads, but I always get them wrong. So I know you got like Shoreline Boulevard. You've got a couple others. Hey, shh, we don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, I'm going to wear that joke out. Anyways, there is Bruno doing a good job. 9 seconds up. Of course, I've said this about 3 other drivers so far, and it didn't end well, so I'm just going to stop there. And this right here continues to be the best battle on the track. 3 cars. All battling for the second position. Right now, Jesper Oman would be the champion of this league, I believe. Just going to review the points real quickly here. That'd be pretty close, actually, because Julian's up there, too. You got 3 cars within 7, and then Sudik, who's not here, unfortunately, will probably finish somewhere down. Maybe they're in 4th, because I don't see any 5th and 6th in here also. There's Julian, pokes his nose out. He's going to try turn 1 here. See him get a little free. He's going to make the pass. Julian Altena going to the front in this race. On lap number 11. On the second, I should say. Bruno's gone. Bruno's in LA right now. See if he can get away now from that 2 car. And here comes Cabrel. Dimes it up the inside. Oh, Jesper got the wall. These cars can take a little lick, so hopefully he's okay. And Gabriel's going to try here and make the pass. Dan Marrera now 4.5 seconds back from the 2 car. And Sebastian Kinder way back here all by himself. And Jim Herrick running in the 7th position right now. But Gabriel going to try now to put some pressure on that 31. "13 laps complete. Next time by." I'm trying to remember the fuel mileage on 80 laps here, or 80% fuel. I want to say it's somewhere in the 20 lap range. You see Julian lock him up just a little bit there, just going around the fountain. Turn 3 around the aquarium area. Ooh, Gabriel putting some pressure on there. He sent it in there pretty deep. That 70 car's looking pretty sporty here. Is he going to push the pass here? He is not. Try to take a wide apex here, see if he can cut the corner and try to get that run. But these tires probably starting to really wear out now, these alternate red sidewalls. That time by a 110.04 for Julian, a 109.67 for Caesar. And then you got some guys down here on these prime tires now that are starting to get faster here. You got Marrero ran a 110.34 himself, a 109.54 for Kinder. So this is about the crossover point for these tires. Julian doing a good job there trying to hold off this 70 cars. You see him go through that hairpin all one-handed. I was going to say that, yes, forget the wall there. He lost a lot of time right there in turn one. Looks like he kind of slid it wide, but it looks like the car is okay. Oh, wrong button. Jim Herrick, Patrick Krause on pit road. And Thomas Geisler on pit road. So one of the, actually the points leader right now, coming to pit road here. So at lap number 16, so obviously splitting this race in threes, it looks like. 16, 32, actually, interesting, that wouldn't be threes because you'd do 16, 32, 48. But you see he's on pit road, 4 tires and fuel. You see Jim Herrick leaving his pits. As they will all leave pit road. One of the longer pit roads in all of racing is Long Beach. And a lot of that pit road doesn't even get used. It's just the way the road works. I know during an actual Long Beach Grand Prix weekend, they're able to fit pretty much 2 series on that track. You know, they have the Indy cars down on one end. They'll put the IMSA guys at the other end. And it'll be like their garage area. Julian cannot get rid of Caesar, who's all over him, waiting to make a mistake. When do you try the undercut here and try to make the early pit stop here? And you see the pass was made to Cabrel by Julian for second. So the question now is, can Julian or can Cabrel start to maybe bring in Bruno? Have to watch those laps very closely here. There's Omen there, the 2 car following the 31. So we'll take a break here from these guys. Oh, there comes Jesper to pit road. Going to switch over to the primes. Seemed like he was struggling the most on the alternate tires. So here he comes, right shy of the 20th lap here. tires and fuel. Should be about a 9-second stop or so, unless he's sped. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Never, or he might have got some damage fixed there. I was going to say a 13-second stop, so a little slower on that 2 car, but he might have had some damage from smacking that wall. A few laps back out of turn 5, I believe it was. All right, last time by, Cabral was faster than his fellow Brazilian, Bruno Miranda, by about a tenth. And Julian Altena comes to pit road. So the third of the 3 championship hopefuls on pit road here. Tires and fuel going on. And Julian, 8.3, good stop for him. And he will roll out. Let's see where Jesper Omen comes into play here. Jesper should be coming around this corner here in a second. And I don't see him, so Julian's going to be clear of the 2 car for a little bit here, especially with the slower pit stop. Here comes Bruno Miranda on pit road at lap 21. And good stop for Miranda, 8.7. Cabral's on pit road, so is Marrera and Kinder now. So everybody making their stops right here at 21. Good stop for these guys as they roll out. So let's kind of take you through the field here now as everybody has made their pit stop here. Bruno Miranda is going to lead this race after lap 20. He's got a 23-second lead over Cesar Cabral. Cabral started in the 6th position, is driven all the way up to the 2nd spot. And again, we're going to have to keep an eye on lap times to see if Cabral can start maybe chomping at the bit here on this 19 car. You see already, Cabral's lost like 2 seconds to Bruno, so, and that was on prime tires, but Cabral might, in fairness, Cabral is on older, well, they're both on older, or not older, but colder tires. They both pitted at lap 20, so Cabral must have had a rough lap there and caused him to lose about a second and a half to Miranda. Altena is about 1.7 seconds back in 3rd, and then it's another 2 seconds back to Jesper Omen in that 2 car. And Dan Marrera, top 5 as always. Sebastian Kinder running in the 6th position. And Jim Herrick right now in 7th. And the guy that sort of needs a miracle, Thomas Geisler, 8th position right now. And it looks like he is a lap down in this race. So, unfortunately, the stacks are really up against the Indianapolis winner if he wants to win his first VOR championship. Right now it's going to be a fight between Altena and Omen. The best news of this all is I have access to the points, so I can go put them up right as this race ends. And There are 3 drops in that race in the point standings, by the way. So your 3 worst races, if they're missed races or if they're drops, will go bye-bye. So hopefully Thomas will get a break or two and maybe get himself in good position here. Either way, I'm sure he probably feels more at a disadvantage being on the road course, but at the same time, you know, hey, he did win Indianapolis. That's a pretty big deal, if you ask me. Of course, Long Beach has hosted the Toyota Celebrity Race for all those years, has hosted IMSA, has hosted Formula One back in the day, amongst other series here. This track used to host the U.S. Grand Prix back in the day. And obviously, a lot of people would say this is the closest thing that the U.S. has to Monaco. With a lot wider track, though. As Omen putting pressure on Julian Altonair. This is a battle between, as of right now, the top 2 in the points. We should be okay time-wise. I did notice at the time of the... Oh, around goes Julian! I don't see damage on the car, but that is a big championship moment right there. Mid-Caesar cable wreck also? Yeah, it might be one of those turn 11 stop deals, and it does that. Sometimes it'll pull up as like somebody crashed. What happened to Julian? No. Again, pressured by Jesper Omen. Oh, Julian shifted too quickly. Oh, he backed it in the tires, but I think he's going to be okay. The attenuator might be a little damaged, but in this car, if you downshift too quickly, it will spin the car out. And it's very easy to do at a track like Long Beach, because when you're going from fast speeds and you're slowing down to near, 50 miles, 60 mile an hour over in that turn 1 section, you see Julian still trying to get the tires cleaned off a little bit here. Oh, and Julian's on pit road now. More issues for the 31. Oh, and his left front is torn up. See what happened? Oh, he already had the damage here. Well, let's rewind it. Turn 5 bite him. Well, he was okay there. Oh, he spins it again over here. The turn 9 section, and that finishes him off. So basically, this falls right in the hands now of Jesper Omen. Not exactly the way he probably wants to win a championship, but all he's got to do now is just go out here and run. the rest of this race, and he should be okay. I mean, Geisler's down there in 7th, but yeah, remember, IndyCar points are a little bit different. There's a lot of separation as you get up towards the top part of the of the race standings. You wonder if Jesper's virtual crew chief has said, hey, back it down. We're good. No issues now. Sebastian Kinder up here in the top 5. Sebastian winning the Nashville race earlier this season, his first career win. Yeah, as I was starting to say before Julian wrecked, though, I clicked over to the time limit. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. I was looking over at time limit. We have an hour and 15-minute race here. And we're at 42:14 right now. We're just past the halfway point next time by. We should be okay. By far. Good effort, my man. Good effort. I know you got to... I told you before, I'm going to help you. We'll do whatever we need to do. I need to get involved more with you. And you've done a hell of a job this season for, you know, what started. Just unfortunately didn't finish the best. But we're good, man. Good job this season. So that's even the thing about sim racing that a lot of people overlook is the fact that you've got to be completely comfortable to drive like anything. And what I mean by anything is like when you're on iRacing is you got to have comfortable shoes or socks, whatever you like to wear when you drive. Some people barefoot. You got to have a comfortable seat. You've got to have the arm's length and stuff like that. You got to be comfortable with. You got some people that like to stretch their arms all the way out. You got some people that like to put their race wheel right up to their chin. And there's so many different factors. And when you go somewhere else and run a race, it's not the most comforting thing. You know, I got lucky about 9 years ago, and some buddies were running a race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, just a hosted event. And I was in Iowa, actually, with a bunch of racing buddies and part of this league, watching the truck race at the Iowa Speedway. And we actually went into the hotel room and ran the hosted race. I actually did. And won that race somehow. Now, you did your part, man. It's okay. You did good. Get a drink of the water fountain. Thomas Geisler getting out of the way. As this is a battle for position here. Sebastian Kinder has caught the back of the 26 car. Kinder having a great run here, 5th position. Sebastian pokes that nose out. Dan's a pretty clean driver. He's going to give him plenty of room. You ever race around Dan Morera, if you race him clean, he will be the cleanest driver you ever race around, period. Cleaner than me. Yeah, it gives me plenty of room. Oh, look at that. NASCAR move off topside there. I like it. So Kinder takes the spot away. Unfortunately, he's got 11 seconds if he wants to get the Jesper Omen. So Cabrol has not been able to catch his fellow countryman, Bruno Miranda. It's still a 28-second lead, so for Bruno, he's had a up and down season. I believe he's missed a couple races. I'm actually going over to check right now with the wherever the Sim Racer Hub page is on my website or on my internet. Forgive me, sometimes random words come out of my mouth. I don't have my own internet. That's right. Jay, when you minimize the channel in Discord and you can't find where you're looking for. Looking for Bruno, looking for Bruno, looking for Bruno, looking for Bruno. Bruno, this is only his third start of the season. He does have a top 5 and a top 10, so looking to go to victory lane here in this race. The big gainer out of this whole deal might be Dan Morera. Morera running in the 5th position right now. He's got AJ Musselman in front of him, Matthias Kraus and Sudik, who did not start this race. So you could easily have Dan Morera finishing in the 4th place in the points standings. Thanks, man. Go watch The Notebook. Cesar Cabrol's ran a lot of events this season. As I look for him, he has started 6 races, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s this season. Will likely jump up 1, 2, 3. He could jump up 4 spots up to the 11th position in points after tonight. So that's impressive. Cabrol chirping him tires. Should see another pit stop here. I mean, the window's open right now to go to the finish of this race. Let's you know what, let's run a lap with Caesar. I want to show you guys, I want to try to talk you through a lap as best I can here at Long Beach. I'm not the most experienced car or guy in this race, but you see, obviously front straightaway, got to bend over to the right-hand side here. Going down to turn 1, you see him in 6th gear right now. Should go to 5th, or down to 1st almost, or 2nd. 2nd gear corner. Through turn 1, you got to be very careful here. Downshift to 1st through here. Now watch out for that curve, it will bite you. Through that section there, very tight. Turn 4 here, that curve, if you get too much of it, will spin you out. And then over this corner, off camber here, you can really goose your tires right there. You do not want to do that there. Down to the left-hand corner here. This one here's got a nice little bend to it as you continue to turn, and then finally get straight. Got to get back to the other side of the wall to make the right-hander here. Turn 7, I believe it is. Down the back straightaway under the Firestone Bridge. And then this series of corners here, turn 9 will bite you. And then a double apex, turn 10, you just kind of roll, and then here's the fun corner. The hairpin. Watch Cabrol here. See what kind of gears he's running. Yeah, 175 miles an hour down to turn 1. Oh, easy. At 40 miles an hour, turn 2 around the fountain. A lot of shifting, a lot of preciseness. You cannot lose your focus at all on this track. I can tell you right now, the way I'm feeling, if I had to run a race at this track today, I would find a way to say my, I had issues or something. I broke my foot or I come up with something. All right, Jim Herrick coming to pit road here. So there you go, a couple laps at this historic Long Beach Grand Prix. A track that either a lot of people love or a lot of people hate. A lot of people probably love watching it. A lot of people probably hate racing it. I want to turn my attention to Jesper Ohman here because I am noticing that he has got this down to 5 seconds. So Jesper obviously running pretty well on those prime tires. Starting to try to put some pressure over here on Cesar Cabral for second. See that time by down to 4.8. So yeah, he's gaining on Caesar here. As we had a 109. Well, never mind. Ugh. There goes my English. Cesar Cabral actually was a 10th faster that time by. There's Miranda. It's been a nice little joyride here for this 19 car. So, you know what? Let's have a little fun here for a second. I want to do something here. Just give me a minute. I'm going to do some experimenting while we're sitting here. And the reason why I want to do this is because SDK Gaming is something that is what I use for my layouts and stuff that you see on the screen, like the Long Beach Grand Prix ticker over here and things like that, is part of SDK. They do a phenomenal job. If you ever want to broadcast and you kind of want to make it easy for yourself, you're like a one-man show like myself, best way to go is right here. And what I want to do is I want to jump in here and I'll grab a setting. So I'm going to kind of multitask here a little bit, as Bruno has gone around Jim Herrick there to put him a lap down. Jim looking to get himself a top 5 finish, maybe. Wait, something happened. Or did Jesper pit? You know, I just caught that. Jesper Ohman has been on pit road. Lap 38, 8.2 second stop. He switches to the alternates. So Jesper Ohman going to try to undercut the Cesar Cabral car, and now Cabral's on pit road. See what happens? I try to have fun. I end up missing things. Happens all the time. More tires and fuel, and he'll pull away. And if you were watching earlier when I flew to Long Beach here, I actually came across a setting that had changed as Murray calls out his pit stop here. And I've actually tested out there in practice, and the setting's there. So I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to make an adjustment to... So one of the cool features they have done now, watch this here. Make sure I have enough buttons here. So if you remember, in the bottom left corner, there's always the driver detail box. Sometimes you can watch a broadcast and you'll see, as Marrera's on pit road, Sebastian Kinder, you'll see a box down here. It says like what lap times people are running, what position they started, excuse me, yada, yada, yada. Well, check this out. As Jesper just ran the fastest lap of the race, by the way. They've actually updated it a little bit. And let's see if it works out here. Nope, I still got to slide it over a little more. Give me a second. Takes a lot of pixels to move that thing over. There we go. So yeah, this thing right here is called the driver display. So you can see the information on like how drivers are running and that kind of thing. So what they've added on to the feature now is this part here. You want to see a photo of Dan Marrera? Cool. They've also put his car there. He's got his helmet that he's wearing right there. Everything. Look at this cool little feature here. This is a big time upgrade. This is cool. So Cesar Cabrol is under attack, by the way. Trying to hold off Jesper Oman. This is the battle for second now. Battle of alternate tires. Bruno Miranda running the fastest lap of the race just now, 107.7, or 107.07, I should say. Of course, Jesper pitted one lap before Cesar. Well, Cesar trying to hold off, which looks to be the champion here of Season 7, unless something just absolutely weird happens. The fountain corner, so Jesper's got to set him up. Very tough to pass here, obviously, with the very tight corners. <clears throat> 12 laps to go. 37 seconds. Miranda back to Cabrol. Miranda's just dominated this race. There's Bruno. The Junco's e-racing car. Now, is this, I don't know if, where's that guy at, gentlemen? Is it Devlin? Forgive me if I get that wrong. Mr. Carrasco there. Not sure if he's watching or not, but just wanted to ask, is that the same, is this an esports team for the Junco's Hollinger team? Or is this a whole different team, just similar name? Oman all over Cesar here. For second, I can't talk again. Cesar holds him off. Jesper trying to make the move again. Oh, don't hit each other. Oh, they make contact. Very hard corner. Jesper makes the move. Jesper, don't put your car at risk. Let's see if Jesper can now pull away here. He's already gained about 0.6 of a second on Cable. Ashton Kinder having another great run here. April trying to bounce back after losing that position. Geisler up in the 7th position. Unfortunately for him, going to end up falling short more than likely on a championship. But what a great season it was, winning in Indianapolis, scoring his 2nd career win and arguably his biggest in the season. And what was one of the more exciting Indy 500Ks that we've been a part of here at VOR. Sun's starting to poke out a little bit here with 8 laps to go, or 9 laps to go. Let's check on Dan Marrera back here. Dan actually, big shout out to him, sent me the video for the race at Pocono. And appreciate him doing that, and we'll get that up and running here once I get healed up from whatever's wrong with me. Which, there's a lot of things wrong with me, but that's a whole nother story. We'll get that last race of the Triple Crown broadcasted out on the Pocono Raceway, virtually on iRacing, speeds of, what, 215 miles an hour? There is Bruno. As he put a lap on Marrera, so 4 cars on the lead lap. You see the boat out in the background out there on the water? For Bruno, pardon me, there it is, looking for the Dan Lisa stuff. Of course, he's in his 3rd start. As I mentioned, he has 1 previous top 5 and top 10. Has only had 2 incident points all season, which in 2 races, hey, that's pretty solid actually. Obviously getting some laps led at this race. And looking to go to victory lane here as he'll come to 6 laps to go. Six laps before Jesper Omen goes to a champion in this series. 3 wins on the regular season. Of course, he won the first 2 races. Yeah, he's missed a couple of races, but then again, with the drops and stuff in there, it's what helps put that whole thing together. And that's what they're there for. It allows people that got real life events to have to, if they have to miss something, they can do so. Hey, fresh reminder, by the way, tonight. Set your clocks back an hour. Get an extra hour of sleep. I'm going to need every minute of it. Jesper and Caesar Cabral. How about Sebastian Kinder's done a great job staying on the lead lap also. As Eric lets Kinder go by. Four laps to go. Let's go through the list of winners from the season here as we wrap up season number 7. Of course, it all started at Texas Motor Speedway as Jesper Omen went to victory lane there, and then also at Michigan, Jesper winning that race. And then we went to Phoenix, where we had a little bit of controversy as a couple cars got together at the end of the race. There was a protest, and Jose Naranjo Granaldo went to victory lane in that race. And it was the Will Lyons show for 2 races. Thomas Geisler winning at Indianapolis, and then Sebastian Kinder actually winning at Watkins Glen. I misspoke there earlier. Dan Morera winning at Nashville, and then Jesper Omen winning at Pocono, and likely to win the championship here, depending on the drops and all that different stuff too. We will know as soon as all the cars cross the finish line. I'll be able to get over to iRacing, grab the points, and load them up into SimRacer Hub, and we'll know our champion. Two laps to go. I've made it through the broadcast. I want to admit, it's starting to kind of kick in a little bit again. I'm going to have to go take some more meds. That's why I've kind of cut down a little bit on the talking part. I am a fighter. I'm here for the league. I'm here for the people. Nobody's really close to anybody here. Just logging laps here and getting to the finish of this race. As Bruno Miranda takes the white flag, final lap here in the Long Beach Grand Prix for VOR. The final lap of the season for likely Jesper Omen. He hits onto the back straightaway here, coming up on Sebastian, who's likely just going to let him go on by. No harm, no foul here. It's Bruno's race now. And through the final section of corners, he will wrap up the season with his first career win and take Hookos to victory lane. The Long Beach Grand Prix to Bruno Miranda. And Jesper Omen coming through the final section here himself. Three wins on the season, including last week's Pocono race. Is more than likely going to see the two-car Jesper Omen come off the final corner. And he will likely be the champion here. I don't want to officially call it, but likely the champion. Bruno doing some Zanardi burnouts. And boom goes the dynamite. Let me go see if I can get the points up real quick. There it is. And there you see a picture of the pier. All right, results are posted here. Just give me a minute here. I'll get this saved. We'll talk to the champion. Where's the... I I saved it in the VOR file. Just trying to find it. Don't mind me. Stand by. There we go. Just make sure that the 7 of 10. And it is confirmed by 35 points. Jesper Omen wins the championship here for VOR. So congratulations to him. The season 7 champion is Jesper Omen. I do not see. Oh, there they are. They're down here. I was like, where is everybody at? All right, let's talk to some drivers. Whoever wants to chat. Sebastian Kinder's here. Oh, you know what? They're here because they were in the same chat earlier. So, hey, the leader's going to come up and talk, or am I just going to call it? Yeah, it looks like that's going to be it. So, all right, I'm going to call it just to get off the air here and get myself rested up a little bit. So, hey, I appreciate all the drivers for racing this season. Obviously, Julian for allowing me to broadcast again this season and working with him to put everything together. Obviously, great job to Bruno Miranda winning this race tonight. Jesper Omen, the champion of the series. Congratulations to the both of them. They'll be celebrating on Long Beach tonight. And appreciate all the people that help out and put this thing together. So I will get the Pocono broadcast up. I'll update the link and get it set up for you guys and do it on a day where I feel better. So we'll do that coming up. But all right, we're heading out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend. Congratulations again, Bruno Miranda and Jesper Omen, winner and champion, Season 7 here at Long Beach. As we go, remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!